So I just installed this 5-zone mini split and seems to be working okay. When only a couple of the units are running, the temperature was getting down to about 54 degrees on the outlet vents. Inlet temperature was about 78. It's a Fujitsu AOU 45 RLFXZ. Here's the date. I put the recommended amount of refrigerant in. I think it was just under 10 pounds for the amount of lines that I had. Issue is that it just doesn't seem to be cooling like I would think it would, especially with the temperature drop between the inlet and the outlet vents. Also, one thing I wasn't sure about was the fan speed. It doesn't really seem faster than this. You can kind of see, not really, you can hardly see this fan spinning. I'll have to figure out how to take that cover off, I don't know how. But it's not spinning very fast. It's actually spinning pretty slow in my opinion. I mean, it is blowing hot air, but I would think this thing for 4 out of the 5 units running, it should be like spinning way faster. And I can hear the compressor. Got my temperature gun here. So I'll just kind of go down the line here. That high pressure line, 77 degrees. And this low pressure line, 55 degrees. Alright. It's on max cool. This one right here, 74. And it's like that one's only at 60. Now this one, 74, 71. And it's like that one is not even, it's like it's not even on. Yeah, like nothing. This unit is the only one that's not on down here. That one's actually not on. This feels cooler, but obviously not cold enough to make a... Yeah, I don't know. I had a scale when I charged it. I pulled a vacuum on it for a while. Pulled a vacuum on it for about 4 hours. Brought it down to about 700 microns. My hoses were, I think, leaking a little bit. So, I mean, after about 20 minutes, it got up to about 1500 microns, but it pretty much settled there. The only thing that I could think is when I went to go charge the system, I forgot to purge the charge line. I forgot to hit the little Schrader valve on the manifold, so there was air in the hose when I opened the charge valve. So, I mean, it was under a vacuum, and then, yeah, I did that. So, I don't know if that would give me the symptoms, but it could. Don't know. I put almost 10 pounds of refrigerant in I have like 200 and like, the max you're supposed to have is 263, but I measured it and I think we're close to like 280. But extra 17 feet of line set, I don't think is going to make that big of a deal. It's not going to, I don't feel like it wouldn't cause this issue, but I'm not sure. Main thing I'm thinking is the fan speed, but could be wrong. I don't know. All of the units I have are slim ducts, so I'm going to go into the attic and kind of show you. So I'm in my room. So this runs up into my attic / upstairs, which is not upstairs yet, but so it runs down. And I'm going to frame in a wall here, but it runs down into the basement, and then it runs down about 8 feet and then kicks out. So we'll go up in the attic, but you can hear the whooshing sound maybe. Which sounds normal to me, but anyways, we'll go up in the attic and show you that. So here's my inlet temperature before I go up in the attic. 75 on the inlet, great. Okay, here's the outlet. You can kind of see it's about 8 feet apart. Only 66. So 10 degrees, I mean, I feel like it's just that the outdoor unit's just not cooling the refrigerant off enough because of the fan speed, but I don't see any errors on the Fujitsu. It's just a green light. I forgot to show that. You know what, let me go back down and show the status of the unit. Okay, back out to the unit. Green lights, no errors. So, I mean, it's not detecting errors. It's obviously there. Doesn't mean there's not an error, but yeah, it's blowing out warm air. But Jesus, it's just not a lot. I just imagine I'd be able to feel it from right here. Can't feel anything. No air. Can't feel any airflow. And that's about 5 feet away. When I go about 4 feet away, I could start to feel the warm air. And then yeah, getting up close right here, about 2.5, 3 feet away, I could definitely feel it, but it's not much. Okay, up in the attic where I did the install, all the indoor units. It's freaking messy up here because I never completely finished, but here's the indoor unit that we were just looking at right here. And I would measure the temperatures at the unit, but it's kind of hard to get back up in there. And I have it covered, but yeah. So gravity drain, I'm not using the pumps. I had to cut a wire on the unit to stop it from wanting to pump. But we'll go to this unit. This unit's on too. So I'll try to see if I can. Losing a little bit of air here. Okay, so this is the outlet right off the unit. Oops, 78 degrees. So obviously it's probably going cooler than that, but okay, that's the high pressure line. $77, $71. See that high pressure line, I feel like should be way warmer. This low pressure line, I feel like should be way cooler. 77 just is not cold enough. So, one thing just as a background, I did not put nitrogen in the system and pressure check it like I should have because I didn't have access at the time. I could probably still do it if I wanted to down charge the system, recover it and redo it, but I don't know. I just don't want to do unnecessary stuff I don't have to. But yeah, anyways, this is my install. I'm going to just show it so you can comment or whatever to tell me, hey, I see a problem. Could be related to it, but I'll just kind of go over the whole thing. So this is where it comes out of the master bedroom on that wall like I showed. The PVC pipe is the gravity drain, which it goes on a gentle slope that way. That's just for the drainage. Yeah, line set this way, goes into here, behind this. Then I have my drain pipe going down the wall down there at a slight angle. I think the book specified 1 inch per 100 feet or something like that. It wasn't a lot. And behind there, we have it going into this unit. On the bends, I did use a pipe bender, so I didn't kink the lines. I might have kinked one of the lines for my living room. Potentially, I straightened it out, but I definitely felt it go from pretty stiff to all of a sudden pretty soft. I straightened it out, but yeah, I should have pressure checked it. Kind of feel like an idiot for that one. But I don't know, if it had a refrigerant leak, I feel like it wouldn't be blowing cool at all. One other thing is, if I just have like one unit running or 2 units running, it definitely does get way colder. Like, I think the outlet temperature was like 50 degrees with just 2 units running, and the inlet temperature was about 75, so it was about 25 degree temperature drop. And here's this one. This is the 18,000 BTU. I don't have the ducts hooked up to this one yet because this is the last one I have to set up, but that's that. And then this is the other one for my kitchen going into there. 12,000 BTU. So here's the units. I have 18,000 BTU, two 12,000 BTUs. That's at my 12,000 there. Line set going in. And I have another 12,000 over there for the main bath. And then I have two 7,000 units. That unit there is a 7,000, and that unit there is a 7,000. So technically we got 24,000 plus 14,000. That's 34. That's 36 plus an 18,000. So we're actually a little bit over the BTUs, I think, but it will only drop efficiency all running and all calling for cooling. So I wasn't super worried about that, because I mean, it's very rare that all the units will be running at the same time anyway. I just don't see that happening, but if it does, then it'll still work. It'll just drop efficiency. But that's why I just have 4 units running with 2 12s and 2 7s. It should be blowing cold air, no problem. No running nowhere near capacity. So yeah, anyways, if you could give me some advice, that'd be great, because I've never done this before. I mean, I've installed 2 other mini splits with just single heads, and those are working great. I have one in my garage, single unit, 18,000 BT or something like that, and vacuumed it down, and it works great. I never have any issues with that one. I did another one, but never one this complicated. As far as, I guess not complicated, but it feels more complicated because it's a slim duct mini split. You know, it's kind of different than what most people get, but regardless, it's still the same thing. It's just the location of the units is hidden. But yeah, anyways, any comments on what I did wrong, or what you think I could do wrong, or what to check? Pretty mechanically inclined. I'm pretty good at reading the manuals. But yeah, this kind of stumped. Maybe I need to put more refrigerant in. I don't know. The book called for 8 pounds factory charge, and then there was no charge in it, so I put 8 pounds factory, and then it said for an extra, and that's for the standard length line set, and I put how much line set I have, and it was like add an extra 2.3 pounds or something like that. But I weighed it out with a scale, and I put it in, so I think that was done correctly, but could be wrong. I don't do this stuff for a living. Just don't have money to pay someone to do it, so I had to do it myself. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys can help.